Hey, it's John Claude here, and we're on day 2 on our search for an incredible deck that I can take to Adepticon. Oh, that one totally ripped on me. Here we go. Today's deck is Dis Mars Sanctum. I do not like our odds of this being the deck. G. Ulfis, Footman of the Romantic Bath. That is a pretty funny name. I'll give it credit for the name. So let's see, just based upon the houses, I think we need to open maybe some decent artifacts in Mars to make this good. Dis, maybe give us a gateway to Dis. And Sanctum, we're going to need some capture. Here we go. Sanctum, Protect the Weak upgrade, and whenever you play it, creature gains +1 armor and gains taunt. Actually, I'd also like to see Virtuous Works in here. 2, Protect the Weak. Staunch Knight, 4 power, 2 armor. He gets +2 power while he's on the flank. Nice card. Sergeant Zachiel, 4 power. Whenever you play him, you can radiant fight with a neighboring creature. Cool little, hey, 2 of those. It's a nice card to control your opponent's board. Bulwark, 4 power, 2 armor. Each of his neighbors get +2 armor. That's excellent. Whispering Reliquary, it's an artifact. Return an artifact to its owner's hand. Gorm of Am, it's an artifact. You sacrifice to destroy an artifact. So that's not bad, already having artifact control. Terms of Redress, that's the capture I'm talking about. And whenever you play it, choose a friendly creature to capture too. Inspiration, ready and use a friendly creature. See if we have some good cards in our other houses to use with that. Cleansing Wave, heal 1 damage from each creature. Gain 1 amber for each creature healed this way. That could work. We're going to have to see what sort of damage we can spread around later. Blinding Light, and whenever you play it, choose a house. Stun each creature of that house. Now we're on to Mars. Red Planet Ray Gun, it's an upgrade, and whenever you play it, this creature gains Reap. Choose a creature. Deal 1 damage to that creature for each Mars creature in play. Important to note, because some people miss it, with this card, it's all Mars creatures, not just friendly. So if your opponent is playing Mars, that card's a little bit more powerful. Ziggs the Many, 3 power whenever he fights and reaps. You may reveal a creature card from your hand. If you do, archive it, and he gets +3, or he gets 3 +1 power counter. This card is really good. I don't know if you guys have had an opportunity to play with this yourselves, but this guy can get really large very quickly. So the first time you're going to reap with him, get him up to 6. After that, you can start maybe fighting with him, taking out some creatures as he's going to 9, 12, and so on and so forth. Hey, and we have 2 of those. Awesome. Yixel Marauder, 2 power. He gets +1 power for each amber on him. Whenever you play it, you get to capture 1 amber for each friendly ready Mars creature. Let's hope for more Mars creatures. Okay, here we go. Ulic Megamouth, 3 power. Whenever he fights and reaps, you get to use a friendly non-Mars creature. Antunk, 6 power, 1 armor. After you play another Mars creature, you get to fully heal him. Mind Warper, this guy's good. 2 power, he's elusive. As an action, you can choose an enemy creature to capture 1 amber from its own side. So this deck actually does have a decent amount of ways to capture amber. We already have artifact control. This deck's looking pretty solid. Hey, Grabber Jammer, now we have a way to increase our opponent's keys cost. Cool. 4 power, 1 armor. Whenever he fights and reaps, you get to capture an amber. Oh my god, we have 2 of him. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I like that. What is this? Feeding Pit? Oh, I know what this is. Alright, it's an artifact. As an action, you can discard a card from your hand. If you do, gain an amber. Awesome card. It's a great way to, if you're calling Mars each turn, cycle out so you can start maybe finding some more Mars cards for future turns. Soft Landing. Hey, we even have a way to get to use it immediately. The next creature artifact you play this turn enters play ready. Mothership Support. Cool. And whenever you play it, for each friendly ready Mars creature, you deal 2 damage to a creature. Pretty good considering how many Mars creatures we had. Now we're on to Dis. It's the Terror, 5 power. If your opponent has no amber, you get to gain 2 whenever you play it. Wow, we have 2 of those. Awesome. It's going to be a card we'll probably search for going first. Actually, against Shadows, we're just going to let them steal 2, so maybe not. Succubus, it's 3 power. During their draw card step, your opponent refills their hand to 1 less card. And a Pit Demon, nice. 5 power. As an action, he can steal an amber. Mind Barb, it's pretty good against some control decks. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand, and whenever you play that, hey, we have 2 of those. Cool. Hand of Dis. Destroy a creature that is not on the flank. 2-handed Dis. And there's Gateway to Dis. This is a card I was looking for at the beginning. We have a lot of creatures. Still good because there's going to be times where your opponent's going to wipe your board and then play their own. So to have a way to then reset their board as well is an excellent... It's a great card to have in here. Destroy each creature, gain 3 chains. Fear. Return an enemy creature to its owner's hand. Almost didn't say that one. Control the Weak, and whenever you play it, choose a house on your opponent's identity card. Your opponent must choose the house as their active house on the next turn. This card is really good for a lot of reasons. I'm just going to mention one little move you can do with it because I've been doing it recently. It's whenever I end up getting up to 6 more amber, and a lot of my opponents are playing shadows, I will then immediately call out, I'll play Control of the Week, and I'm going to say, hey, you can't choose shadows this turn. I'm going to choose one of your other 2 houses. That way you just can't bait and switch me. A fair game. All right. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck and reveal their hand. You gain 1 amber for each card of the discarded card's house revealed this way. Your opponent repeats the same effect on you. That's a pretty cool little card to open up. All right, let's see here. Glancing back through, I said I don't think it's necessarily tournament worthy. It has some nice elements to it though. These are cards you want to see. Not bad. The stealing is nice. Yeah. Creature package in here. What was it? Only 4? Yeah, 4 in this. Now let's see how many Mars creatures we have that can potentially pair up with that. Okay, 8 Mars creatures. That's actually really good. And the red planet ray gun gets that much better. So I like that. Our Sanctum house actually had a little bit of everything, which is nice. We had the heal that's going to gain a bunch of amber. We have the stun creature of each house. Inspiration, okay, yeah. A little bit of capture. I think it's just barely lacking. Yeah, see, there's not enough Sanctum creatures here to really take advantage of a Sanctum turn. I mean, it's nice that we at least have a way to make some of our creatures taunts, but I don't really see too much we're protecting other than maybe the Succubus. You might want to protect, actually, you'll protect the Megamouth. So yeah, I mean, this deck it's solid. It's not a bad deck. This is something you could just play at your locals, and you're going to do just fine with this. But as far as our mission that we're on, we're trying to find an awesome, just absurd deck. This isn't it. I'm not even going to give it a rating. All right, I want to thank you for watching this video, and subscribe if you want to see a little bit more of this journey. See you next time.